All right, so in this video, I'm going to be going over the complete A to Z system to scale your landscaping company and hire parts of it out and become much more streamlined. But first, we got to start off where you started when you originally started your business. And we also got to go through what's going wrong and how you can fix those problems. You probably started your business because you're exceptionally skilled at creating beautiful outdoor spaces, but you're good with maintaining properties. Maybe you're really good with landscape design, and you wanted to be your own boss. So you took the risk and you started your own landscaping company. But right now you're trapped in a situation of your own making. Out of 623,000 landscaping companies in the US, according to IBIS World's latest data, over half are stuck exactly where you are, surviving and not thriving. Now let's talk why this has happened. Now, as you can see with this pyramid graph, there's three main components to scaling and systemizing your business accordingly and properly. So first is optimizing your operations. So setting up clear SOPs, installing systems and automations into your business, and then finally attracting top talent so you have good employees, reliable workers that are running a lot of the operations for you. And then finally scaling your business. After installing the good systems and SOPs and attracting top talent, you can now double down on your marketing and growth efforts. So let's break this down even more, and let's first discuss the problems going on. Every morning you wake up with the same overwhelming reality. Your phone's already flooded with crew problems before you even started your day. That commercial contract you've been eyeing, you can't even bid on it because you don't have a reliable workforce to handle it. What I'm trying to say is that you have a chaotic operation going on the back end, and even with projects you're doing. You have leads you can't follow up with. You have money going this way, money going that way. You have crew problems happening. You have to deal with fires on the back end on properties you're working on, and you just can't get anything done or get to where you want to be because it's a chaotic orchestra of a scene. Meanwhile, your competition is landing six-figure projects while you're stuck doing maintenance work because that's all your current team can handle. The numbers paint a really brutal picture. There's studies with the IBIS World that reports that average landscaping operators operate on razor-thin margins of 10 to 12%. That's not good at all. And your labor costs are obviously devouring 35 to 45% of the revenue, according to NALP industry reports. While employee turnover is skyrocketing to 72%, and that is also eating away at a lot of your revenue because what you don't realize is turnover actually burns a lot of your revenue. It's really expensive when you break down the numbers to replace employees constantly. And you're not just struggling, your business is steadily declining. So you're not even maintaining what you're doing right now. If you're having these issues, you're actually declining, not even maintaining. Nevertheless, you're not, growing. So in this workflow, in this flow chart, you can see how each part of your business can have a rippling effect on different segments of your business. So your workforce reliability will inevitably affect your missed opportunity. It will limit your growth, and it will put you at a very disadvantage competitively. Now, these are the real costs that are truly destroying your business. According to NALP studies, most landscaping businesses are running their equipment at just 65% utilization due to staffing issues. That's $35,000 or more in idle equipment per crew just sitting there while you scramble to find workers who won't disappear after 2 weeks. You have all the equipment, but you think you're doing things the right way. But in reality, you have all this equipment and you have a high turnover rate, which is causing you to have idle equipment, which is costing you a buttload of money. But the financial drain does not end there. The Bureau of Labor Statistics shows that companies without proper systems are paying 30 to 40% more in insurance premiums than necessary. Your workers' comp claims are 43% higher without formal training programs. Each callback and rework job isn't just eating your profit, it's actively pushing you backwards. So without the proper system when it comes to hiring, you're actually paying more than the bigger, more established companies in insurance premiums, comparably to your operation from theirs. I'm not saying you're paying more than them, but they're getting better rates for the size of their business. And when you're having bad quality assurance issues because of poor staffing and things like that, callbacks are actively affecting your profits very badly. You're trapped in what I call the owner's prison. The Small Business Administration reports owners like you are working an average of 52 hours weekly, with 39% working every single weekend. You're handling customer service issues all personally. You're missing family events and still barely keeping your head above water. This isn't just running a business, it's exhausting you completely. So as you can see, we have a little business representation with a volcano exploding. So the explosion is your landscaping company, and things that are building up that pressure for that implosion, that explosion, is idle equipment, staffing issues, inefficient recruitment, and lack of management. So now we're going to go through why traditional solutions make things worse. Maybe the advice you've been hearing for years is actually doing you a disservice. So what is everyone telling you to do? Post more job ads, pay minimum wage to keep costs down, give basic training and hope it sticks, micromanage every aspect of the work yourself. This conventional wisdom isn't just wrong, it's actively destroying your chances at growth. The post and pray hiring method is costing you 1.5 times the annual salary for every failed hire. According to BLS turnover data, your cost-saving approach to wages, IBIS World shows companies focusing on being the cheapest option have 50% lower profit margins than those who position on value. That wing-it approach to training, NALP research proves companies without systematic training spend 2.5 times more on fixing mistakes and handling customer complaints. You're effectively paying for every job twice while you're stuck handling every detail yourself. SBA data shows you're billing 60% less than owners who've built systems to handle the work. So not only are you actively losing money when you're not hiring properly and you don't have the proper systems and SOPs on the back end, you're actually spending at sometimes more than a person that has the proper SOPs and pays their employees really well. Because turnover, when you look at your numbers properly, you'll realize how expensive turnover can be. And you're actually, in some cases, paying more than these people paying their workers a bunch of money. And that's insane. So as you can see with this little animation right here is posting more job ads, paying minimum wage, basic training, and micromanaging work equals a decline in your operation, actively losing you money. And it's also setting you up for potential insurance and lawsuit liability. Now, finally, we're going to get into the system that actually works. This is a system that will bring your company to the next level efficiently in a streamlined manner and with way, way less headaches. I can guarantee you if you run your operation in the proper way, you're going to become much more profitable as well. Let's talk about what's actually working in today's landscaping market. The top 15% of companies are just getting lucky. They're following a proven system that transforms chaos into predictable growth. This isn't theory. This is based on what NALP data shows is working right now in successful landscaping operations. So as you can see, doing these things will lead to a lot of growth. So first you have identifying proven system, you're implementing financial leverage, attracting top talent, building scalable systems on the back end, and developing a leadership pipeline so that you don't have to micromanage your whole operation. So step one is creating your financial leverage. Because as you know, as we both know, you need money to do anything with your company and really good cash flow to, be able to handle those higher expenses of paying people better and things like that. Before you can build your dream team, you need the revenue to support it. This starts with optimizing your Google business profile, which is the most underutilized asset in most landscaping businesses. IBIS World shows companies with optimized GPPs generate 40% more qualified leads without spending $1 on advertising. So imagine basically the most well-ranking billboard going up for your company and showing off your reviews and your website for absolutely free. All you have to do is just do it right and pay some attention to it. And it generates you a buttload of money. Your existing customer base holds the key to immediate revenue growth. The most successful landscaping companies aren't constantly chasing new clients. They're maximizing from their current ones. NALP research reveals that companies with a systematic upsell program generate 60% more revenue per client than those without. Create a simple system for collecting and showcasing reviews. According to recent market research, 93% of customers read reviews before choosing a landscaping service. Every positive review becomes a silent salesperson working 24/7 to bring better qualified leads directly to your business and Google. So typically your reviews are going to be on Google. And if you're following up with your leads correctly, has like a 60 to 80% conversion rate. And those reviews and more of them are only going to help you even more. So I'm sure you guys know this from all my content, but I run a company called Restless Systems. And what we do is we build automated systems for the lawn care and landscaping businesses. What that means is we build automations on the back end of your company that automatically follow up with leads and follow up with people you send quotes to. We can also optimize your Google listing, and we can have automated review requests that actually work. So our review requests actually generate you lots of reviews, which get your Google ranking way higher. Also, our system build-outs comes with a very high-end developed website that will further increase the ranking of your Google business listing. We can also install automated upsells to your contact base on the back end of your business. We can set up referral programs that are two-way incentives, so you generate more customers with your existing customers, and you also make more money per customer because you have upsells and review requests being sent out. So if you want any of that, just go in my description and we can get on a call and we can map this all out for your business. You could either take it and run and you just get the value out of the call, or we end up working together. But either way, let's get back to the trading. So again, this is the flow to a successful company. You're going to have your leadership pipeline, scalable systems, dream team, and your financial leverage through certain low-cost avenues of market. So once we've created that financial leverage where you have cash flow and lots of money coming into the business, you're now able to justify bringing in high-end helpers, people that you're paying well that will stick with you for a long time. And so let's get into doing that in your business. Step 2 is positioning jobs that attract top talent. Once you've increased your revenue, it's time to create positions people actually want. The landscaping industry has a 72% turnover rate, according to BLS data, because most companies create jobs nobody wants to keep. Start by offering above average market compensation packages. This isn't just about base pay. Include performance bonuses, health benefits, and clear advancement paths. NALP studies show that companies offering comprehensive benefit packages experience 45% lower turnover rates. So that's why you see larger companies offering so much to higher positions. That you're like, almost it makes you think like, why is this company giving me all this, like this healthcare and 401k or Roth IRA? Why are they giving me all this? It's because they know based off years in business that turnover rate kills their company more than paying their employees and giving their employees more in the long term. Create a professional work environment with proper equipment and systems. The top 15% of landscaping companies invest in their team's success instead of treating workers as a disposable resource. This approach leads to 67% higher productivity rates according to industry benchmarks. So not only are you saving yourself a lot of money when you're doing the right things to retain and pay your employees more, but you're actually having higher productivity. So you're getting jobs done faster and you're getting jobs done right the first time, which is letting you keep your money on that aspect as well. Some things you want to consider when you're making these job posts and you're trying to attract high talent is you want to understand why these things happen in the landscaping companies. You want to understand the turnover causes. You want to design engaging roles, and you want to understand what's not engaging to people who want a true career in the landscaping industry and things like that. And that's going to lead you to understanding what you need to do to hire the top guys that aren't going to leave you in 2 weeks. Step 3 is implementing and building systems that scale. Documentation becomes your secret weapon. You got to create standard operating procedures for every aspect of your operation. Successful landscaping companies maintain detailed playbooks covering everything from initial client consultations to final project walkthroughs. Implement a systematic training program. According to NALP, companies with structured training programs, they see a 300% higher profit per employee compared to those without. This isn't just about initial training. Create ongoing development opportunities that keep your team going. And finally, establish clear performance metrics and accountability systems. The most successful companies in our industry use data-driven scorecards to track progress and reward excellence. This creates a culture of achievement where top performers thrive and underperformers improve, or they got to go. So when it comes to this part, documenting everything, I remember learning this trick a couple of years back, and it absolutely changed the way I looked at my company and how I structured it out. Because, when you're going in blind and trying to create an SOP, you just assume what you need to make an SOP. When you document your day-to-day, when you're in the thick of it, you have it all in real time right next to you of what's actually going on, which is going to allow you to create those actual SOPs that are actually implementable and are realistic to your company's operation. As you can see, once again, creating SOPs and standardizing your operations, they enhance efficiency and which allows you to scale your business. So step 4 in this is developing your leadership pipeline. Obviously, you don't want to be micromanaging everyone. So you want to find those people that you can trust within your business and bring them up the leadership pipeline so that they can hopefully take on more of the management role away from you. Your final step is creating a system to identify and develop future leaders. IBIS World data, once again, shows companies with internal promotion systems grow 3 times faster than those who only hire leaders externally. Begin with a shadow program where high potential team members learn management skills directly from you. Document your decision-making process so others can learn your thinking, not just your actions. Create backup personnel for every key position to ensure your business never depends on any one single person. So yeah, like I said, documenting is super important. And then, build these people up. They're working for you. They're doing a lot of work for you. And a lot of them want to go higher up in the business, and just let them know your thinking and make everything. And you got to teach them everything to bring them through this pipeline. So as you can see, it's like a caterpillar turning into a butterfly. You want to identify the talent within your company. You want to develop their skill set and their mindset. You want to create a system that they can easily follow so that nothing's chaotic. And then they will eventually bloom into future leaders. Now that you know all this, let's look at the implementation timeline. Transforming your business happens in phases, not overnight. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. I'm sure you all know that after running your company for X amount of time. But anyways, here's exactly how to sequence these changes. The first 30 days, focus entirely on revenue optimization. Implement your Google business profile strategy, systemize your review collection, and create your upsell program. Your goal is generating the cash flow needed to support better compensation packages. Now, day 31 through 60, build your recruitment and training systems. Document your core process, create your training playbook, and design attractive compensation packages. This foundation makes everything else possible. Days 61 through 90, launch your leadership development program and begin identifying high potential team members and create their growth paths. Start transitioning yourself out of the day-to-day operations. So as you can see, here's a little roadmap. It's basically showing you what I've said 1,000 times, but you want to identify initial phase. You want to implement your financial leverage, and you want to position attractive jobs, build scalable systems, and develop leadership pipelines. Now, take the next step. So you've seen the systems that are transforming landscaping businesses across the country. Now you have your choice. continue struggling with the old ways of doing things, or implement a proven system for scaling your business? Are you ready to take this next step? Well, over at Rest of Systems, we build automated systems and SOP systems for the landscaping industry. What we do is we come in and we build out a process for your whole company, and we figure out where we can automate and systemize things. And so what this will do is going to save you hours of time weekly. And it's also going to improve your profits because these systems are actively closing more deals. They're following up with estimates you've sent out. They're actively upselling and getting referrals from all your existing clientele. And they're getting reviews to grow your Google listing, which is bringing you in even more leads. And on top of that, you're saving hours of time. What we've also been doing too is creating recruiting workflows for landscaping companies so that they can have a streamlined process. Like what I talked about in this document, they can have a streamlined process to bring you on top talent. So they can have a form that they can fill out all their information. They can have a whole sequence of videos that are sent out to this new recruit. We can build a training program internally on computers, all of that. So schedule a call and we could do a free map out process of your entire business and see what we can do for you. And even if you don't want to move forward with us after this free value packed call, you could just simply take what we've discussed and run and go try to figure it out on your own. Or you could work with us and we could bring these results to you much faster and the proper way.